Oh my gosh, these cookies are insane. Okay, I gotta call Emma. I mean, she just has to see these cookies. Emma, what's up? Have you seen these cookies that are all over Instagram? They're like the ones from New York, and there's even the ones from Orlando. They look insane.
Yes, I've been wanting to recreate these New York cookies.
Oh my gosh, you totally should do the New York ones. I'll do the ones from Orlando. How do you make cookies?
What? You should know how to bake cookies, Mark. You have not been watching my channel.
Emma, thanks for this recipe right here for these chocolate chip cookies. I'm making the Gideon's Bakery inspired chocolate chip cookie. Take a look. I'll leave a link in the description below for their Instagram. Make sure after this video, you head over to Emma's Goodies to see her Levain Bakery inspired chocolate chip cookies. Leave a comment on Emma's channel that you came from Sauce Stache, and make sure you click the subscribe button on her channel. So let's make these Gideon's Bakery inspired cookies. Wow, are they gonna be wildly good. So for this chocolate chip cookie recipe that I'm gonna kind of modify into Gideon style, all you need is 1 stick of room temperature butter, 2/3 cup of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of white sugar, 1 room temperature egg, 1.5 cups flour, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon salt, a lot of chocolate chips, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna have to cream together our butter and sugars. I'm gonna do it in a stand mixer because I've gotten complaints about my butter sugar creaming before, but you can definitely do it in a bowl with a spoon. So to cream it, we're gonna start with the room temperature butter. And I'm just gonna stir this real quick. Then we're gonna add our sugars and then stir together until the sugar is incorporated into the butter. It should be a buttery, airy kind of mixture. I'm gonna add the egg. I'm gonna give that a quick mix. And at this point, I'm gonna take the mixing bowl off the stand mixer and we're gonna sift in our dry ingredients. So here's our flour, baking soda, and salt. I think you're supposed to add the vanilla. I'm gonna add the vanilla down in there. And then I'm gonna sift these guys together. I love the way that looks, you know? It's like a snow tree here. I don't know, or like it's snowing flour, and then we're just gonna mix this guy together. And this should be some cookie dough, hopefully, if I follow the instructions right. We have to add in our chocolate chips. I have about 1 cup of chocolate chips. I'm just gonna dump these guys in here and we're gonna mix them in. Now, I think normally you would probably wanna add a little bit more chocolate chips, but we're gonna be adding a ton of chocolate chips to the top of this thing. I mean, that looks like a chocolate chip cookie dough. Okay, so now at this point, all we have to do is form these things into pretty large balls. Gideon's cookies are big. They say they weigh about 1/4 pound each. So that's what we're gonna do. So I've been watching a ton of videos on these things and they make big cookies at Gideon's. They're about the size of their palm. I mean, I'm sure Emma gave me this recipe is for about 12 regular size cookies. So I wanna make sure I can get probably at least 6, which is exactly what this recipe worked out to be. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna drop these in the refrigerator and let them set for at least an hour. Okay, these have been in the fridge for about an hour. They're nice and firm. Now the next step to making these Gideon's cookies is we're gonna press these things in chocolate chips. So these cookies are pretty firm. I'm gonna press down into the chocolate chips and just make sure they're completely coated. And I saw when they did Gideon's, I mean, you gotta push pretty hard to make sure they're in there. I know at Gideon's, they are not messing around. These things are loaded. So I am pretty happy with that. I got them pressed in there pretty good. I mean, that's just so crazy. So if you do decide to make these, you are literally gonna be using more chocolate chips for a cookie than you've ever used before. And the only thing that's not getting chocolate chips is the bottom. Let's throw these in the oven. I have my oven preheated for 350 degrees. We're gonna bake these for about 20 minutes. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is it. These things look incredible. So I actually lost one. I baked off a test one just to see how it would go. Didn't go that good. So this is the final 5. So with Gideon's, they always top theirs with a little bit of salt. So we're gonna do the same thing. They use sea salt. I'm gonna do kosher salt because that's just what I have. I mean, these things look incredible. Just incredible. Let's go ahead and pop one open. I mean, just pure chocolate goodness. Perfect cookie baked all the way through. I mean, just amazing. I'm gonna give it a bite. This is wonderful. Oh, this is wonderful. The salted chocolate is unbelievable. I can't get over these cookies. Emma, your recipe is insane. Oh my God. I want to thank Emma's Goodies for doing the collaboration with me, helping me make these cookies because these are crazy good, mind-blowing. Head over to Emma's Goodies channel right now to watch her take on the Levain's Bakery in New York, her cookie, which is, it's gonna be an incredible cookie. It really is.